Hey fam, Stephanie here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you have been around for a while, thanks for coming back. How you doing? Hopefully fabulous. Today I'm gonna go off on a tangent and talk about my first year on YouTube. The good, the not so good, the oh shit moments. You know, we all have them. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. We're getting into it in just a minute. Okay guys, so I know it's been a little bit, I haven't uploaded in probably an entire week, and honestly that's kind of because I'm being a little selfish. So it's nice out, it's nice, it's warm in Vermont. We had a really long, super cold winter, and today it was hot. Like 78 degrees hot. I know. My friends in Florida are like, that's not hot, dude. I keep my house at that temperature in the summer. Yeah. So it's really not hot. It's just beautiful. That's what I'm living for right now. So I just figured I would do kind of a recap of my first year on YouTube, because most of it has been amazing, but some of it's really been kind of a trial and error thing. And I think anybody who's interested in getting into something like this, you just have to push yourself. You have to be self-driven and you have to just stick with it. That's the best I can say. I don't have a lot of subscribers and I haven't put out, 100 videos or anything like that. But I've done enough and I've learned enough to feel like I can reflect on this a little bit. So I want to start off with the good, because we should start out on the right foot, right? I want to get into some of the great things about YouTube. Like, one of the very first things that comes to mind is the fact that I've learned a lot about technology. First of all, let's start out with my editing program, because I work on Adobe Premiere Pro. I knew zero about it when I first started, and at this point, I think that I've really learned a lot about it. When I first started editing, I dreaded it. The more that I use it, and the more that I learn little tips and tricks and tools and during the editing process, and am able to kind of streamline and improve my editing process, I'm really enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. So there's that. It's always good to keep learning. I feel like the more I learn, the more it helps me improve my memory and just my overall focus. Not that I'm 208 years old either, but you'll know. Another thing, my camera gear. Like, I've learned quite a bit more about my camera gear. Not that my skills are getting any better, or at least I tried improving upon them, but I think your first year of YouTube, you just experiment a lot. And I started out with my husband's Nikon D7200, which I think it's an amazing, amazing, amazing camera that I wasn't ready for. I took 2 years of photography in high school and couldn't remember jack. So here I am trying to use this medium level camera that I didn't know anything about. So I took that step back and I got the Canon SX730, I think it is my little camera. And I still think that honestly that's the easiest vlogging camera that I have. It's so small and super versatile, and it's great. It's a great little camera. It doesn't have the quality of my new camera, that's for sure, because now I have the Canon T6, which I'm actually extremely pleased with the way that it takes video if I'm, doing a get ready with me. But I'm still learning a lot about the vlogging aspect of it, so it's a work in progress. I think the next good thing about YouTube is it's kind of forced me to step up my makeup game. I've always loved makeup, I've always been into it. I've always done my makeup. I mean, I can remember, I was a little kid sneaking into my mother and my grandmother's makeup. But I have to step out of my comfort zone for my YouTube channel. So I think that it forces you to kind of experiment and be creative with something that, you've loved for a long time, but maybe you're kind of in a rut. Like, I kind of like this, or you know what, I'm wearing the same thing every day. So it forces you to think on that different creative level. So I I appreciate that it does that for me. Hopefully my makeup game is improving as I go along. You know, I don't know. You tell me. Who knows? So excursions. I love exploring. I love going out and doing different things. I love doing things that I wouldn't normally do and just going out and exploring. This has provided me more incentive to get out of the house and just go. When I do get an opportunity to enjoy doing something, going somewhere fun, I want to take video of it and I want to share it because there's enough negativity in this world. Let's share the positive. Let's enjoy ourselves, right? And who knows, maybe somebody who is from my neck of the woods will see this and be like, damn, I heard about that and I didn't go, even though I thought it sounded like fun, but now I've seen that video and I want to go. I'm gonna go. Next time they do that, I'm going. And open themselves up to a totally new experience. And you know what? Then I feel like I've done something. I feel like I've accomplished something positive. Win-win, right? On to the not so awesome crap. There are very few things worse than going into a public arena or a public event or a public place and vlogging when there's a lot of people around and your video turns out either horribly poor or you forgot to hit that record button. Yeah, nothing sucks quite like that. So, for example, this totally happened to me during Vermont Maple Sugar Weekend. So Vermont has a sugar house, Vermont Maple Sugar Weekend, and I filmed this whole get ready with me and I was so stoked and we were gonna go find this perfect little maple farm and I was gonna take video and show you how everything ran, and I was so stoked because I'd never been to a real sugar house and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome, right? So I get there and I got video of the mechanics and the inside of the sugar house, and every time I think about this, I'm kicking myself in the butt because I didn't ask if I could vlog the tour, which the woman who gave it, it's a family-owned maple farm. It's Happy Hill Maple Farm in Danville, I believe Danville, Vermont. So, oh my gosh, she was so nice and she gave this amazing presentation because obviously she knows everything about everything because it's her family's maple farm, right? So she explained everything that I could possibly have questions about. Like, I didn't even really need to ask her that many questions because she just went in depth. So I told her afterward, hey, I was just, thinking I want to get some footage. I was going to vlog this for my YouTube channel and and she was like, oh, you have a YouTube channel, really? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, oh. And I said, I know, I'm kind of kicking myself now because I should have asked you if I could vlog the tour before, you started explaining everything to us. And she's like, oh, that's no problem. Just, let me know if you decide that you want to do it again and we'll get together and we'll just go through everything. And I was like, that would be ideal because it could be like, one-on-one, and that would be awesome. So, never was able to go back because I emailed them, they emailed me, our schedules conflict, it was terrible. So, next year. But you know what? That was a lesson learned, and that was my fault because I should have found out in the first place. So, bad on me. That's just one example. But, it's also pretty crappy when you go and you take all this footage and you think it's looking good in your camera viewfinder or you think it's looking good on your screen and you get home and you pop it into your computer and it's super grainy or the settings were off and it's super overexposed or underexposed or you thought you got a shot and you didn't, and it's like, stuff that you can't fix. That's just, it's a learning process. I keep telling myself it's a learning process. The goal is to get better. Dead batteries and full SD cards suck ass. So let's just say I have like 3 extra batteries for my T6 and I've got like 5 SD cards plus backups in my backpack because you just never know. Second, not so great thing, fatigue and burnout, man. I mean, having a channel, even if it's a hobby, it's pretty time and labor intensive, especially if you do editing. And I've touched on this before. If I do one excursion and get ready with me video, they're kind of 2 separate videos that I try and encapsulate into one video. So it could take many, many hours to edit it, and that's just, you know, that preliminary, get it together, make it look somewhat decent, and get it uploaded. You know, that's not including if I want to include photos that I've taken while I was there, or if my husband gets drone footage and he's gracious enough to say, here, you want to use my drone footage. So it's like, yeah, it's sometimes a struggle, and I get up at 4:30 every morning, and there have been nights that I've been up till 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning editing to make sure that I get it up on YouTube on Wednesday, and was up at 4:30 the next day going to work. So there have been tired days. Next thing is spending money. So I am a cheap bitch, and it's true. I'm super, super frugal. No, I'm just cheap. I mean, why sugarcoat it? So I don't like to spend money. I don't like to spend money on shit that I don't feel like I should be spending money on. So as unfortunate as it is, most of my videos that have done extremely well are haul videos, and haul videos take money. And it doesn't surprise me because I actually like watching haul videos. I love watching PR haul videos. I don't know why. You know, it's kind of like Christmas, watching a Christmas video. But most of the people who are getting PR are already well-established YouTubers. So this is not money coming from their own pocket. This is stuff that, you know, brands have sent them. And, you know, God bless them, because they put the work in from the beginning to get to the stage where they're at, where they've earned this PR and are reliable enough for the company to trust them. So no hate on PR. I'm all for it. My thing is a super tiny channel. I mean, look, I've only got 25 subscribers. I love every single subscriber that I have. I am so grateful to the people who subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. Hauls are very expensive. If you continuously do hauls, and that's what you're building your channel on, how long can you sustain that? Ultimately, I don't know how the average person who just wants to be a creator can continue to do hauls and afford it. Because, my God, at some point, you're going to have to do something that is not a haul in order to continue to make videos and not put yourself in the poorhouse. But if you've built your channel solely on doing things like hauls or unboxings or stuff like that, then the reality is, how long are your subscribers going to stay with you once you stop doing those hauls? Are they in it for the long haul, or are they in it for that instant gratification of seeing something that you've just bought? And if you can't continue to buy things, are they going to drop you? Don't get me wrong. I love going out and spending money. Oh, honey, I love going out and spending money. I love spending money on makeup. I love makeup. Last point I would kind of want to make, honestly, is getting away from your original concept and how it affects you. Because my original concept was, I wanted to do all of my videos as like a get ready with me and let's go. Let's go do something exciting. Or let's go and see something fun. Or, you know what, let's go, and if we have a really shitty time, make the best of it. You know what I mean? And I think because I love watching Get Ready With Me's, and I love watching excursion videos, and I thought, why not marry the two? Because they're two of my very favorite things, and I love doing both. But I've found that unfortunately, because Vermont is so cold in the winter, it's very prohibitive to do like Get Ready With Me and go places when it's -20 out at noon and your car doesn't want to start. you know, I've found that I've kind of gotten away from my original concept a little bit, and that's okay, because I've also found that I enjoy doing these sit down and get ready with me's, or sit down and let's do something fun with makeup, or whatever. And honestly, I'd really like to kind of expand my channel because I do a lot of arts and crafts stuff. I make my own wind chimes. I crochet a lot. I have other artistic avenues I'd kind of like to explore. So if I can ever clean out my little workshop, I would like to do some of those videos. So even though I am not able to do everything along the lines of my original concept, I'm okay with that, you know, because it's my channel and I have the freedom to do that. So I guess that's not really a bad thing, is it? Okay, we ended on a positive note. Thank you for sticking with me through this lovely ramble session about my first year on YouTube. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you're interested in starting a YouTube channel, if you have a YouTube channel, you know what? If you've got a YouTube channel and you want to pimp it in my comments, have at it. Because you know what? If I don't know that you have a channel, how can I look at your channel and watch it? I'd say it's time to take dogs out. Anyways, thanks again for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous night, and we will see you next time. Bye! Bye, bye, bye.